All right, come on, Facebook. You've got this. You've got this. No whammies. Come on. This is the second time I've tried this morning to start a Facebook Live. Are you with me? Are you with me? Come on. You've got this. Hey guys, good morning. Happy Tuesday morning to you. We have one watcher. We have four. We have... Okay, come on, Facebook, you've got this. Will you guys do me a favor and comment if you are here? Because Facebook has not been letting me go live from my desktop, which is really frustrating because let me just tell you something. It's all about the angles on a Facebook Live. This is not a good angle. It's not the angle that I want. And yet here we are. At Home with Missy is here. Damon Oates is here. Yay, we've got everybody we need. Noreen is here. Sherry's here. All right, listen. And Cindy, if you'll let me know if things go sideways here, for any reason and it freezes like it did last night, I'd appreciate it. I'm going to start a live video over here on the Instagram as well. So hi guys, good morning, happy Tuesday. Okay, so we sent out, first of all, I'm Jennifer Allwood. I teach business owners how to make more money online by growing their social medias, because you can have the absolute best product, service, homemade thing, whatever in the universe, but if you can't figure out how to get it in front of people online, then you're not going to be making any sales. So bottom line is that. So thank you for being here. Okay, so my team put out a survey. It's been like probably 2 or 3 months ago, and to my email list. And if you're not on my email list, I'm sad about that because it's a good email list. But we asked, okay, business owners, what's the biggest issue you are having right now in your business? And I would love to know if you guys wouldn't mind sharing that. But I want to know, or I want to tell you what the answers that we got were, and I want to talk about each of these things, okay? So what, first of all, let me ask you, what do you think the number one answer was that most business owners are saying is their biggest struggle in business right now? Or what is your biggest struggle? I'd love to know. The number one answer was sales. Now listen, what's really funny is that it was only by like a couple of points, a couple of percentage points that sales went out, because what they said their number two issue was marketing. And so I want to talk about those things first, okay? So first of all, it's always helpful. And Instagram, I see you on here, but yet I see 0 comments on Instagram. I just see people, just random faces, random names. Thank you, random people, for being here. Okay, let's start with sales first, because here's what the deal is with sales. When we were at the beginning of this video, here's what I said. You can have the greatest service, product, course, whatever on the planet, but if you can't figure out like where are the people that would like to buy this course, thing, service, what have you, then you're going to go saleless. And people that go saleless end up with a hobby that's making no money and not a legit business. And so I want to talk about sales for just a second, because I'd like to know, number one, are you a creative person? Here on one of my lives, I would love to know this, because creative people struggle with sales more than any other industry ever. And I'm going to tell you why, okay? Or let me give you an example. No plumber has an issue coming into my house and charging me $175 to take a look at my toilet. No plumber struggles with that. No doctor has an issue with me going in for a doctor's appointment and charging me a copay of $80. No mechanic has a problem at all putting my vehicle on the little thingamajiggy that does a little doohickey and telling me that it's going to be $2,000 to fix my whatever, right? And so what happens though when we're creative people is there's no like guide, there's no like industry average. There's no like book that says, you know, an average transmission to replace right now in a Chevy Yukon is blah, blah, blah. Like there's no thing that we can find as creative people to kind of like gauge prices with, right? So the way creative people end up pricing, the way we end up pricing our things that we make or the services that we do or our courses that we're making is, well, what do I think people will pay for it? How many of you will tell me you're guilty of that? That instead of the question being, what is something worth, you end up like reverse engineering this thing, and somehow the question that you ask yourself is, what do I think people will pay for it? And that's the price that you put on it. Now listen, here's what happens. I meant to have my checkbook here for a demonstration, and I don't have it sitting here. Okay, let's just pretend this little piece of paper is my checkbook, okay? So what happens is, as creative people, when we're deciding on what should I price something, we kind of look at our pricing through the eyes of our own checkbook, and we're thinking to ourselves, well, this is what I would pay for it. And so, except here's the problem with that logic, my friends. You're a creative. You can make it. So you're not going to pay jack crap and nothing for it because you know you can do it yourself. So you end up pricing your things based on what your own checkbook looks like and your own mental stuff going on up here, and not pricing it according to what the market will actually pay, and even more importantly, the profit that you need in order to go from dabbling in a hobby to actual legit business. Can I get a yes and an amen? Joe Marie says yes. Okay, so I find this, I mean, I coach, we've had almost 3,000 people in my inner circle in the last couple of years, and I see this over and over and over. If the number one issue is sales, there are only a couple of things that you can do to alleviate the sales problem, okay? So, number one, up your prices. Up your prices. So most creative people will say, I can't do that. Oops, sorry, I knew that was gonna fall over. I knew it was coming. They'll be like, I can't up my prices. Nobody's gonna pay that. No, that's a limiting belief, Sweet Pea, on your behalf. You think nobody is going to pay it, and yet they do every single day of the week. So let's think about like, okay, can I take Anna Gaines, for an example? Have you guys ever like looked at some of Joanna's things that are on her website? They're not cheap. They're not cheap. But Joanna wasn't going for the cheap market, all right? So many of you creative people could be making so much more money, but you're marketing to the cheapos, to the people that are trying to find a deal on Craigslist. That is not where you should be marketing. And I'm even gonna steer you away from Facebook Marketplace, where yes, you can sell things, but that is not where your people are at. And for those of you who are like, well, I paint furniture, and so I'm only marketing to the people here in my community, so I'm in all these swap and shops and these online garage sales. Okay, those are other people who are selling stuff too cheap. And those are people in those groups who are looking for deals, and there is such a better way. We have so many women in my inner circle who are shipping furniture across the country, out of the country, killing it, making an incredible amount of money. My podcast came out today. Okay, hold that thought. Cindy Willenhouse, you're on here. Is it the Rusted Roan, R-O-A-N? I interviewed her on my podcast. She lives somewhere in Northern California. We're going to call it Paradise. And she lives in a very, very, very small town. Now, what she does is she redoes furniture with like hides and things. So she makes these chairs and she puts them out into this gorgeous like, you know, setting on Facebook, and it's like cows in the background because she lives on a ranch. And when they want to go to the post office, they take a horse. Okay, so she's living in rural America. The way she is making her money is by shipping everything, shipping everything, shipping everything. So creative people, number one, raise your rates. Raise your rates. And if you are, okay, so we have two things that happen. Number one, sometimes you have no sales because your prices are so low that people are like, well, what the heck is wrong with them? There's something that happens mentally with people where they're like, well, I don't know why would it be so low? Is it gonna fall apart when I get it? Is the paint gonna fall off? Is it gonna fall off my door if it's a wreath? Is it, you know, they go through this thing in their head if they see it priced too low. The other issue you might have, it might not be that you're not making any sales. It might be that you're making so many sales you can't keep up. That is a big clue, the biggest. It's time to up your rates. If you are booked out 3 months, honey, up your rates. You could be working so much less, making so much more. But the internal dialogue of a creative person is usually this: oh my gosh, I can't do that. If I up my rates, my business will fall to pieces. Nobody's gonna keep booking me. Nobody's gonna sign up for the paint class. Nobody's gonna buy my wreath. Nobody's gonna do the whatever. That is a limiting belief every single day of the week. I'm promising you that. And every single person that's ever gone in my inner circle will tell you that one thing I say over and over in my group is, very few things on this side of heaven are permanent. Pricing is not one of them. You raise your rates, you lose your butt for a month. Nobody, buys anything. You cuss Jennifer out when no one's listening, and then you put them back down. You put them on sale. So what's the worst thing that can happen? But some of you have got to absolutely raise your rates. Your number one issue is sales, and I can teach you how to make more sales. The biggest tip I can give you is you've got a small social media following. I mean, if you've only got in the hundreds of people, this is basic math. Hi, Erin. Hi, Michelle. Can I do basic math with you guys? Okay, here's basic math. I'm a math nerd at heart, all right? Let's just say you have a Facebook page of 1,000 people, okay? Right now, Facebook is showing your post to less than 10% of your audience. It used to be 10% of your audience. Now it's more like 5% of your audience. So 5% of your audience of 1,000 people means 50 people are seeing any Facebook post. 50 people. So you're putting the thing that you have for sale in front of 50 people, hoping that they all will see it and that they'll go to the link outside of Facebook, which is a lot of times an Etsy link, a website link, or that they'll send you a DM and they're going to want to buy it, right? Well, if you've got a link going outside of Facebook, you have an even smaller chance of somebody actually buying that thing, because it's like less than 10% will click on the link. So less than 10% of 50 is 5 people might go see the link. And you can usually sell less than 10% of the people that look at the link. So do you see how it's like basic math? It's basic math. You need more people on your Facebook page. If you want to get the thing that you're selling in front of hundreds and thousands of people, that means you need many more followers than you do. So number one issue is sales. We teach you how to make more sales by growing a bigger audience in my inner circle. Okay. Number two issue, which was right behind sales, was marketing. So somebody tell me real quick. Hi, Ashley. Somebody tell me why you are scared of the word marketing. Because here is what I have noted after coaching thousands of entrepreneurs. The word marketing and the words branding, I'll put the word branding in there with it, are very intimidating to most business owners who are makers, DIYers, crafters. They're selling a course. They don't want to market. Right? They want to make, they want to create, they don't want to market. Okay, I'm going to break marketing down for you in the simplest way possible. And I want you guys to add this here in Facebook, add this here in Instagram so that everybody sees it. And I just had a question over here on Facebook. Mary Blake says, how do you get more people and followers? Mary Blake, you join my inner circle and I teach you how I have built an audience of over 500,000 followers in just a couple of years. That's how you do it. Okay, marketing. You ready? Marketing is just a fancy word for promoting. It's just a fancy word for promoting. And there's only 2 things that you need to know about when it comes to marketing. Okay? 2 things. This is the barest bones, simplest way that I can put it in front of entrepreneurs. Are you ready? Number 1. You have to believe that what you've got for sale is good. Now, I know that sounds like so elementary, but it is amazing to me how people will have a course that they have for sale, or they're wanting to get people into a paint party, or, they have, what else? Earrings that they want to sell, or whatever. And I'll read through the way that they word their Facebook post, and I can tell that they're not certain about what they're selling. It's like they're almost apologizing for it. It's like the way that they word it, I can tell they're not 100% believing in what they've got. Listen, I'm pushing hard for some of you to join my inner circle because I believe in it. I have seen hundreds of entrepreneurs go through my coaching class, completely change their business, completely change their lives, and it makes my heart dance. I am sold out on what I'm teaching because I know it works. Okay, so the first thing you have to do when it comes to marketing is you have to believe that the thing you're selling is good. And if you're somebody who's like, okay, I think my product is good, but selling feels slimy, sweetheart, you have to sell in order to put food on the table or you will go broke. So I know that none of us like feeling like salesmen. A lot of us have been conditioned to think that salesmen are slimy. This is not the truth. Instead, I want you to change your thinking, and instead of thinking, I have to sell my earrings, my cupcakes, my signs, my wreaths, my furniture, my whatever today. Instead of you thinking that, I want you to flip it, okay? Are you ready? Here's the flip. I know what I'm selling is good. And it is going to bless somebody's life. They're going to look adorable in this outfit that I have for sale. They're going to look so cute when they buy this big hair bow for their toddler. They're going to be so much smarter after they take my course. Like, you have to do the flip in your mind, because if you don't believe it's good, you can never expect for the people on the other end of your social media to believe it's good. This is Marketing 101. Terry, my inner circle is open through Thursday at midnight. However, I do have a live call tomorrow morning, thank you for asking, at 10 a.m. CST with anybody that joins before then. It's a chance for you to just ask a question live. I pull your face up on the screen with me, and it's only for people that join before tomorrow morning. So there's that. Okay, so number 1, you have to believe that what you're selling is good. Okay? And number two, if you're going to be able to sell the thing that you make, which is marketing, you're going to have to show other people that what you have is good. So sometimes what I will see entrepreneurs do is they'll be like, I believe in what I've got. I believe it. But they'll put a link on Facebook and they'll maybe just have a sale or two. Or they'll put something on their Instagram stories and they'll get 0 sales. And internally, this is what it feels like when you don't make sales. Oh, this just stinks so bad. And we as entrepreneurs can go down this rabbit hole of, gosh, this life is so dumb. This trying to do my business is so hard. I'm dumb. Everybody's dumb. Selling is dumb. It's all dumb. And you kind of shrink back and then you don't want to put anything up for sale again. Will anybody be honest enough that they will let me know that they go through that? Somebody? Somebody. Yes, says Erin. Thank you, Brooke, for your honesty. And so when it comes to marketing, you have to first believe that what you've got is good. And then second, you have to be able to show people that what you have is good. So that means, when you're going to do a Facebook post, I call in my inner circle, I call it, don't just barf up sales posts. And I know that that's graphic, but hey, when you've got 2 teenage boys and a girl who is her daddy's daughter and she likes all things gross, you talk about barf. So barfing up sales posts is what so many people want to do over and over on their Facebook page and their Instagram, and they don't understand why they don't have any sales. Well, have you talked to your audience lately just about things that are non-salesy? Have you talked to them about anything other than what it is that you have for sale? Because when all things are equal, and you have 10 people online who are all selling the same cup, guess who I'm buying from? I'm buying the cup from the person whose business I actually feel like I know. Like, I kind of know who Susie Q is that runs this business selling cups. Like, I dig her. I dig her chili. I like the way she talks. I like knowing some stuff about her family. I feel like she has decent morals. Like, her moral compass is on point. Like, I feel like I relate to her. I'm buying it from Susie Q. Doesn't matter what the price is. Doesn't matter what the coupon code is with other people. I'm buying it with her. This is marketing. Marketing is being able to show people that you believe that what you have is good and that what you have is really good for them as well. But it's also making sure that you're not just talking about what you have for sale all day long because nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear it. Debbie says, how do you join the inner circle? Debbie Johnson Klein. I am going to put the link right here. It's creatorsinnercircle.com. And I'm going to try to pin this post, and I'm smart so I can do this. There's the comment. So there you go. It's right there. Okay, third thing that people put in my survey is their biggest issue for their business is getting publicity. And here's what I want to tell you. You guys, I'm going to be really honest with you, and some of you aren't going to like it, but it's true, okay? And what you can always count on under my coaching is truth. You may not like it, but I'll tell you the truth. So when people were asking me about getting publicity and they commented back on the survey that their issue is getting publicity, they're thinking that getting themselves on like television or getting an article in the newspaper is going to like do this exponential thing for their sales. Friends, it's not. It's not. Can I tell you the truth? It's not. Here's what happens. When you get on TV or your business gets into a magazine, newspaper, etc., what it helps doing is it helps making your business become around your local community more of like a household name. I used to not be able to go out anywhere. I don't know what's happening with the hair Facebook. I'm trying to fix it, but we're on 4-day-old and we're just going with life right now. Launch week is hard on bathing. So I would not even be able to go to preschool without somebody running through the parking lot. Oh my gosh, you're the magic brush girl. I used to do a lot of local television. So local television is great for getting just your business name of people used to seeing you, of used to hearing about your business, okay? However, again, so sorry. Publicity in and of itself is not what you're looking for. You're looking for more eyeballs on your business in terms of a bigger social media following. I'm telling you, that's what it is. On a normal one of my Facebook Lives, the other day I was in Hobby Lobby, did a Facebook Live that's been viewed by, I would have to go double check my numbers, but it's in the range of 80 to 90,000 people saw the video. The video reached within like 48 hours. That's the publicity you want. That's the publicity that I think some of you may be thinking you can only get from TV, radio, newspaper. No. The publicity of 2018, you need publicity here. You need your Facebook page in front of your ideal client. That's the publicity you want. You need to be doing ads on your Facebook page so that you're getting your ideal client liking your page, and then they're going to be interested in the things you're putting on there. And then when you have something for sale, they're going to be waiting in line to give you their debit card. That's the kind of publicity you want. Sue says, would my inner circle help a local landscaping company? Well, Sue, do you need to grow your Facebook following, your Instagram following, your Pinterest following, and do you need help on your email list? Because those at the bottom line are what I am teaching in my inner circle. And every business needs those things, by the way. Okay, the fourth thing that I thought was interesting that was, in the list of what's the thing you need help with the most was understanding Facebook and social media. So I'm going to give you guys real quick, give me 1 second here, and I'm going to tell you that when you join my inner circle, and we've already had 2 people who have posted, you might have seen it on Instagram stories, that they signed up yesterday and already the one thing that they have watched has changed their business dramatically, okay? So if you need to understand Facebook and social media, as soon as you join today, you get a link to our Creators Inner Circle library. And there's a link that says getting started, and instantly you have access to my training on Facebook 101, which is like introduction to Facebook. It will tell you how many times to post a day, what kinds of things to be posting, how to make sure you're using the right Facebook app on your phone. You're not going to go into the blue Facebook app on your phone. You're going to use Pages Manager. It's orange. It's totally different. It makes life so simple. You get an introduction to Instagram, Pinterest, and Etsy as soon as you join. And then under the intermediate courses, we have email marketing, Facebook 102, getting online with your website and branding. We have more advanced courses that have to do with pixel retargeting, mini chat, Pinterest, and YouTube. Listen, if you need help understanding Facebook and social media, there is no better place online to get help with learning how to build an audience. All right. I know that there are a lot of different courses out there teaching you how to grow Facebook, teaching you how to grow Instagram. Do me a favor. Make sure the people that are doing those courses actually have a decent following in those areas. You know that on my Facebook page, I have 345,000 followers. I know how to grow a Facebook page. On Instagram, I have 66,000 followers. None of which have I been buying, or I'm not doing that ridiculous follow, unfollow technique that gets so many people just a bad taste in their mouth. So these are organic followers. Organic followers. That's what you need. So I want you to understand Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest so that you can better use those platforms to sell the stuff that you make, that you create, that you're trying to get in front of people. So listen, we have a call. Every Wednesday in my inner circle, we have a training or a call. And tomorrow is a live call. And it's at 10 a.m. CST. You do not have to be there. But for some of you who are like, I'm on the fence about joining. Listen, I said on my live last night, your future deserves more than you being on the fence. Quite frankly. Like, get off the fence one way or the other, because your future is at stake. Moms, your kiddos are watching you. Wives, your husbands need you to step up. So it doesn't have to be get off the fence and come into my group, but get off the fence and make some effort in the direction of actually making your hobby into a business or upping your sales. Make some effort into that area, okay? I know it's scary. We're all scared. Domino Davidson, it's $47 a month. I had somebody message me this morning. She thought it was $5,000. I said, sweetie, have you looked at my sales page? It's $47 a month. You can quit at any time. But please don't join my group already thinking about quitting, because that's not the type of attitude I want in my group. We're not gathering quitters here. We're gathering entrepreneurs who are on fire about what it is that they have for sale, who are all looking to grow at the same time. Terry on Instagram, my link is creatorsinnercircle.com. Thank you so much for asking. On Instagram, it's in my bio link. It's my link in the bio. So just go there when we're done here. And I love you too, Creative Chaos. Thank you. What was I saying? About the call tomorrow. So if you have like a pressing problem in your business, Jennifer, I want to change my Facebook page name and they won't let me do it. Like, how do I do that? Or Jennifer, how do I get the swipe up on Instagram? Or Jennifer, tell me about what I can do with my Pinterest. Join today, because we have a call at 10 a.m. tomorrow morning. Again, you don't have to be there live, but if you can, I can pull you up to answer questions, okay? So listen, we have had hundreds and hundreds of you join. You're amazing. And I'm really proud of those of you who went ahead and joined yesterday. I was a little shocked at how many of you did, and I'm super proud, because here's what I know to be true is that anytime you decide to invest in your business or to make a step that is potentially going to grow your business, there are instantly, I think sometimes we get this like, oh, I'm nervous about this feeling, or the enemy will come in and try to rob you immediately of joy, or he'll try to plant the seed of what have you done. I know some of you are living tight, and $47 a month is a big deal. And listen, I will do my end of the deal. I will keep up my bargain. I will teach you everything that I know about Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, email marketing, and building your list. I will teach you everything I know about that. You keep up your end of the bargain by joining, by keeping your attitude right, by not getting overwhelmed when you get in my group, because there's a lot of training here. But I want you to come in and I want you to be able to evaluate, okay, what do I think I need today in my business? Do I need to start a Facebook page? Okay, I'm going to do the getting started and go to Facebook. Or if you've got that and you know you need a website, then go to the intermediate training, start a website. I'll keep my end of the bargain, you keep yours too, okay? All right. Thank you guys for being here. Bless you. And if you have any questions, please let us know in the comments. But I'm looking so forward to seeing a bunch of you on the live call tomorrow morning. All right. Bye-bye. Oh, and Instagram, yes, thank you for that again. And thank you for Creative Days for saying don't hesitate to join. You regret you didn't join earlier. Mwah. Well, girlfriend, we hope you're going to make that time really fast. But on Instagram, you can go to my link in bio and you can join up there. Okay, bye-bye. All right, Facebook, I'm so glad that you worked today. All right, Ashley is a single mom of 2. You can barely afford it, but you know it's going to pay off. Absolutely, Ashley. I mean, in terms of numbers, now I'm just talking to you and not even talking to Instagram anymore. In terms of numbers, I mean, the more followers that you do gather, the more sales you should be able to make. And so we will do our very best to teach you everything that we know, okay? Kathleen says, do you need to start a new Facebook page for your business? Well, Kathleen, that depends. If you already have a page with an audience, I never like to start a new one unless you're completely changing directions. Like if you used to, cook on your Facebook page and now you're going to do dog walking or something like that. Otherwise, we can usually just change, the name to be more appropriate for what you're going to do. Brandy, the Q&A tomorrow will be on Zoom, and you'll get that Zoom link inside of the Facebook group, okay? All right, guys. Bless you. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you inside my inner circle. Bye-bye. I just crashed that. Okay.